William Patterson University Television.
It was a less than ideal opening week weather-wise for baseball, but the 2018 MLB season is officially underway. The Astros start their 162-plus game journey to defend their first ever World Series title. Rings were presented to players, and the brand new shiny gold banner was set to be unveiled in front of a sold-out crowd. The Astros had to wait 52 years for that first banner, but nobody told them it would take the same amount of time just to show it off. First, they try untying it. That doesn't work. Then they get the leaf blower involved. At this point, they just start picking up whatever's in the shed. Jose Altuve starts laughing. He doesn't know what to think of it. Then somebody finds the Grim Reaper scythe. Somebody, and the madness. Finally, the hero of the day climbs up the ladder to end the anticipation to a roaring crowd. The best part? Does anybody else notice that 28-3 flag in the background? Some things will just never go unforgotten. We're going to bring in Stephen Bologna. It looks like it was harder to unveil the flag than it was to win the actual championship. But what will the difficulty level be for them this year? Are they in a position to defend their title?
Well, I think it's going to be very, very tough to go back-to-back. I think while they were celebrating the big World Series, teams in their conference were building up. You look at the Yankees. They got the NL MVP in Giancarlo Stanton. The Red Sox, they signed J.D. Martinez. And I like the signing of Gerrit Cole. I think that'll help their pitching staff. And I have to give it to the Astros. They didn't lose any big players. But I think with teams building up around them, I could see an early playoff exit for them.
You have Altuve playing for over $100 million, and then you have Carlos Correa playing for under $1 million. Dollar for dollar, Correa obviously is the better value, but who will be the more important middle infielder for the Astros this season?
Well, Joe, you certainly are right. That is some value for a talented player like Correa. But I'm going to have to go Jose Altuve. I think he's the more consistent player. He's hit over 300 for the past 4 years. I'll give Correa a better defender, but one knock I have on Correa, he's a little injury prone. He's missed a lot of games the past few years. I like Jose Altuve's competitiveness. He brings his best to every single game. Correa, I'll give it to him. He's a very talented player that I think is going to be a huge asset to the lineup. But personally, if it was me, I'd have to go Altuve for the rest of the season.
Thanks for stopping in, Stephen. Stephen Bologna with the latest on the defending champs. Now to the Mets. Jacob deGrom, a lifetime ERA of .202 during day games. We pick it up bottom three. Adam Eaton on second. Anthony Rendon smokes one down the third base line. Cespedes looks like he has him gunned at the plate, but an awkward relay from Reyes is offline, and the Nationals take a 2-1 lead. But no need to panic. Yoenis Cespedes back to the rescue. A moonshot to left field, his third of the season. Ties it up at 2. Top 5. Conforto's first game back. Oh, did Met fans miss him. He picks it up right where he left off. It hits the plants just above the wall. They call it a double. The review calls it a home run. And the Mets jump out to a 4-2 lead. Top 7. Bases juiced. Welcome back, Jay Bruce. A grand slam. He picks this thing wide open. His first home run of the season. And the Mets take game 1 8-2. Here's Jay Bruce after the game.
I had a pretty good understanding of what he was going to try and do to me, and just tried to stay with my, in my zone as much as possible. Obviously, you have to expand a little bit with 2 strikes, but was able to work back and give myself a chance down 3-2, and I got a pitch I didn't miss.
I'm now joined by Chris Douglas for a new segment we like to call Overreaction. So, Chris, I'm going to ask you if you should overreact, and you're just going to tell me why or why not. Pretty simple. All right, Giancarlo Stanton, 5 strikeouts in his pinstripe debut at Yankee Stadium, the most in his career. The boos actually got louder and louder after each strikeout. Overreaction, Chris. Stanton will lead the league in strikeouts this season.
That's an overreaction. Giancarlo Stanton will not lead the league in strikeouts this season. I'm going to tell you why, because last season he made a huge adjustment to the way he stands in the box. Now he's a much more closed hitter. It is much tougher to get him, strike him out on the outside corner, which was previously his weakness. Now it's a strength. You see him hitting opposite field home runs. I would actually pick Aaron Judge, his teammate, to lead the league in strikeouts before I would pick Giancarlo.
Bryce Harper has been on a tear this season. 4 home runs in his first 6 games. Teams were stingy in free agency this year to prepare for the studs hitting the market next year. Overreaction. Bryce Harper will be baseball's first $400 million man.
Not an overreaction. Bryce Harper will get paid this money. He's only 25 years old. Giancarlo Stanton got $325 million over 13 years at 25 years old. Bryce Harper can do the same thing, except go over $400 million, maybe for 14 years even, if he wants to commit that long to a team like the Yankees or the Phillies, somebody willing to pay that money.
Matt Harvey had his best start in 2 years on Tuesday. 1 hit over 5 innings, only 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Overreaction. Harvey will return to pre-2016 form.
Now that right there is an overreaction.
There you go.
If you were watching the game on Tuesday at Citi Field, Matt Harvey was touching 92 at most he was topping out at. When we're talking about pre-2016 Harvey, we're talking 96, 97. If he's going to return to form, he's going to have to reinvent himself. So I would say we're not going to see the Dark Knight anymore. We're going to see a little bit different version of Matt Harvey.
Fans clinging on to that last bit of hope for Matt Harvey. For tonight, CC Sabathia takes the mound for the Yankees in Game 2 versus the Orioles in the Bronx. The Mets have the night off, but will resume their series with the Nationals tomorrow at 1 p.m. Don't go anywhere. The NHL playoffs are in 5 days. What teams have the best chance at squeezing in? Find out next. We'll be right back.